How's it going, everyone? I'm Alexis Lopez, TCG. Welcome to the channel. So, you're probably tuning into this video today because you want to know what is in a Foundations booster box. Now, this is a Foundations Jumpstart booster box. So, what that means is that each pack has 20 cards in each, but what they are two little mini sets that you put together into a deck to kind of play against friends. So you take two packs for yourself, and then 2 packs for a friend. You guys open them up, put those together, and you can have a quick battle right off the bat, and you can start playing Magic the Gathering without minimal effort, which is really, really fantastic. So that's what I want to open up this box for, what I want to introduce you to when it comes to Jumpstart, which is one of my favorite ways to introduce people to the Magic the Gathering. Of course, there's a beginner box, which I've opened up and explained to you before. That's going to be linked down in the description for you. We have the regular booster boxes, which I've opened up before as well. I'll put that in the description as well. But Jumpstart, for me, is always one of my favorite ways to actually play this game and to start it off with an actual beginner. Other than the beginner box, which of course gives you great step-by-step procedures and all that to walk through and learn the game, the Jumpstart product is a fantastic way to, again, go in there, get 4 packs in total, 2 for yourself and 2 for a friend, mash them together, and you have quick and ready to go decks of 40 cards each. Because the actual packs, as you'll see, come with lands and other creatures and stuff to have enough for the actual 40 cards and not have to worry about building decks and worrying about what really works together and all that. It's just a fun way to kind of put 2 things together and play the game. So that is what this is today, which is a Foundations Jumpstart Boosters booster box. It's a mouthful, it's a lot to go through, but you don't want to just hear me talk about it. You want to see what's inside. So let's go ahead and open this up and see exactly what I'm talking about. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and of course, hit that bell notification, notifies you of all the videos as they come out on this channel. And we've been covering a lot of Foundations, so we should be starting with Innistrad soon. You've already seen some coverage from some other ambassadors on YouTube, but for today, let's see what Jumpstart has in store for us. So a whole booster box, you might be wondering, why would you buy a whole booster box and not just get like the 4 packs like you mentioned? Well, one of the reasons is that I like getting these booster boxes and then opening up the Jumpstart packs, but I keep them together and then I actually sleeve them up and keep them separated in a way that I know what color is which. Again, I'll show you that when I open up the packs. And then I have that together with me in a sort of cube-like manner. So when somebody's interested in learning how to play, I bring them over to where I have these stored, and I usually have them stored in burger tokens in a way to kind of keep them together, because burger tokens is enough space to keep the 20 cards sleeved. Again, I'll explain that as I go. I tell them to pick 2 different colors. That way they can have a little bit of, different synergies together. And then teach them and walk them through the game. So as we're going through that, we're going to see what's in here. Now, there is some quote-unquote value on some cards when it comes to Jumpstart. But again, I try not to break these up as much. I do try to keep this together. But if you are looking for some value, that's where the value would be. And I'll show you those cards as well if I do find them. Again, it's all randomized. You don't know what color you're going to get. You don't know what Jumpstart packs you're going to get as you open these up. Because as you can tell by the packaging, it's all just the same, kind of like packaging on the front. It doesn't tell you, hey, this one is going to have green, the green cards is going to have blue cards or red cards, any of that. It's just all simple packaging for the actual Jumpstart packs. So there might be a chance that we get a lot of the same ones, which is okay. We hope that we get enough randomized stuff within these packs that we get all different colors. And again, we try to keep 1 of each color. And if there's more, we keep them together and we put different Jumpstart packs together in order to make it a little Jumpstart cube. But let's go ahead and open up pack number 1 and I'll show you how that looks and how you can differentiate and of course store them for yourself so you can have them and reuse them, which is one of the best joys about Jumpstart packs. So when you open it up, this is the first thing you're going to see. You're going to see the actual description of the synergy within the actual pack of, again, 20 cards. And it's going to tell you this one is a blue pack and it has a soaring synergy. So you're probably going to see a lot of flyers in there, a lot of different things. So what I like to do is I open them up, I sleeve up the actual cards, leave this in the front, put this in a burger token, usually a clear burger token. And what that is just a little case. Put the cards in there and then of course put this in the front so you can see what color it is and what's in the actual thing. And then if I open up another one here for you, hopefully it'll be a different color as well. You can see this one is red and it has a bloody synergy. So it's going to be probably like things where like you ping somebody for life and you gain life, or if you lose life, you draw a card, kind of stuff like that. So let's see what's inside the actual packs themselves. All right, so we're starting off with the first one, Soaring. So again, it comes with the clear even side, and then when you do open it, you're going to see again the actual descriptor. You put that to the side, and then right at the front, you're going to see the first rare. And you see the symbol here. This lets you know these are Jumpstart products and Jumpstart cards. So the first one here, we're going to see one rare at least in every single Jumpstart pack. It kind of gives everybody the same power level when you put them together. So, you know, when you are playing with a friend and stuff like that, you don't feel like, hey, he got a certain color that's going to have more rares than others. It's a way to kind of make sure that everybody's on even level, which makes the games more fun. So Wind Reader Sphinx is the first rare that we see here, and of course we see Flying. Again, you see the descriptor at the beginning, which was telling you Soaring, so you're going to see Flying synergy in this pack. And then you have Starlight Snare, which is an enchantment. We have Human Wizard Senate Jelly Drover. So when this one enters or dies, it creates a blue jellyfish creature token with Flying. So even though the card itself doesn't have Flying, when this enters, it creates a token with Flying. So again, you start seeing the synergies within each pack when it comes to the actual descriptor at the front. You have more Flying. This is the picture from the front. Aerial Guide, Gust of Wind, Night Veil Sprite. So as you can see, the first one is a rare right afterwards, but everything in between is a common or uncommon. As you see the descriptor, you're seeing more as we're showing off here. Serpentine Ambush, you can see there's a common. We have an uncommon Tide Skimmer here. Uncommon Warden of Evil Isle. Flying. Creature spells with flying you cast cost 1 less to cast. So even within the pack, it's great synergy for flying creatures as well. And then Waterkin Shaman. Then we have Winged Words. And then of course, one of my favorite things, and the reason why this pack, even though it has 20 cards, a lot of it is going to be lands. And this is a Thriving Isle, which, you know, it's a different kind of land than just a basic land, but this is one of the reasons you keep these together. So these lands come in here. We have all the other blue cards as well on top. This is what you would keep together in an actual, like, separated, like, little token, little case. And then this is what you put on top of it to let you know, and, you know, just remind you what is the synergy in this pack and what is the cards in there. And let's go ahead and look at the next one, which is the Bloody pack. And then after this, I'm going to go ahead and sleeve it and kind of show you like a little bit of example of what I mean when I say that it's a 40 card deck all on its own. Because remember, each pack is 20 actual cards. So put 20 and 20 together, of course, that's 40 there for you. And then we're going to go through and see what this one has. So this one is a Bloody synergy. So we have Markov Blade Master, and it's a rare here. So when it deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter. So again, causing damage or causing, you know, blood, like taking blood from the enemy, is going to trigger something. So this one is whenever it does combat damage, it gets a +1/+1. Oh, we have a double rare here in Markov Enforcer. So whenever or another vampire enters you control, it fights with one target creature, and whenever a creature dealt damage by Markov Enforcer this turn dies, create a blood token. So as you can see, Bloody is in the synergy, and it can be different things from doing the combat damage to a trigger or creating a blood token as well. And then we have here the other uncommon Ivora Satiable Air, which is really, really nice art actually on this one, pretty cool. So Blood Hypnotist can't block, so even the name in the actual cards is a synergy for Blood. So it's not all going to be perfect where the other one's like, hey, just flying, so it's going to be like mostly flying creatures. This one, Blood is in the name, it creates blood tokens, it does combat damage, and stuff like that. See more blood tokens, so it's really, really cool. Falcon Rat Celebrant, Flame Blessed Bolt, Neonate, Markov Retribution, Soul Seer, Stolen Vitality, Voldaren Duelist, and then of course, as I mentioned before, you get the different colored land, and then the rest are going to be the basic mountains there for you. So I'm going to go ahead and sleeve these two packs up, and then show you what I mean by keep them all sleeved in the same color sleeve, but in a way to keep them separated. Why I let people know, hey, choose 2 different packs of different colors. It makes it easy to, 1, put together, but 2, it also makes them easy to separate at the end, so you can put them back and store them for yourself once you're done with it. And you can continue to keep cube going that way, and it's a fun way to keep playing the game with more and more people. So let's go ahead and see this up and show you what a first hand would look like with these 2 packs together. All right, so we have the first 40, like the 20, the first 2 packs here sleeved up, so 40 card deck, just shuffled in together. As you can tell, one of the reasons, again, why I mentioned having 2 different colors is when you're done with them, you want to separate them. It's much easier to be like, hey, these are all blue, these are all red. They all go together, separate them. Instead of having, 2 packs of blue and 2 packs of red, it might be a little bit difficult to separate. Now, what some people do is they put little marks at the front, just so you'd be able to separate them afterwards. As long as you don't do anything to mark them, it makes, again, you don't want to be like, make it easy for somebody who's learning the game and like, oh, that I should expect this one to come up next kind of thing. You just shuffle them up. You look at there, you draw 7, 5, 6, 7, and then you see your first hand and you start the game. So as you can see, I have 2 mountains and island. 2 mountains and 2 an island. I have something I can play turn 2. The other ones are a little bit higher cost, so maybe I'll be mulligan, or if I want to go ahead and play the game. But this is how it's put together, shuffled up, and the first hand that we draw. As we can see, we have blue and red together, synergies within there. No real thought process goes into putting these decks together. It's just more like, hey, pick 2 colors or pick 2 synergies that you like, put them together, and go ahead and play a game against somebody else. So it's a fun way to start, pick up the game without taking too much time, without having to go ahead and build out a deck, without having to look for specific cards or buy different cards. Just buy 2 packs, put them together, and you have a deck ready to go against somebody who did the same. So it's a really fun way to start the game. It's mostly basic lands, so not a lot of crazy lands going into it. And then it's just a good way to figure out, hey, should I keep this hand? I have something for turn 2. I don't have anything for turn 1. These are all bigger creatures, bigger effects. I have enough lands for it. So it kind of raises some discussion and, of course, gets people started in recognizing the early hands. And, of course, more than anything, just be like, hey, play what you have and let's see how the game goes. A lot of this stuff isn't going to be fast decks because they're going to be on the same power level. So it might be that things take longer to start off and play. So this might be a good opening hand, might be a bad opening hand. But that's what makes this a good product for beginners. It gets you set up with a deck early to play against somebody else that has the same deck. And you get together, play, and after you're done, you can easily separate all the red ones together. Of course, you look at this one, you're like, oh, that has blue mana. So that makes blue mana. So then you put the blue and the red together and you're ready to go. So that's just wanted to give you an example of why I like this product so much and what you do with them after you open it. Of course, if you're not just looking for the value cards. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and see what the rest of these packs have in store for us. And let's see what synergies are in Foundations Jumpstart. Let's see what other rares are. And if any valuable rares do appear as far as monetary wise, you'll see that in the edit. Maybe I'll recognize some of them and I'll call them out, but more than likely you'll see that as they come up for the actual value on those. They're a little bit higher price or more than usual, $2 or more. So you guys can see that. So let's see what the next pack has in store for us. So again, it's a good way to kind of get multiple uses out of your Jumpstart packs, which, one of the things you always want to do with your magic cards is get some use out of them. So being able to do that and use them multiple times is always a great thing. We're going to be opening them up. I have a place where I'm putting them to the side and keeping them together in order to see what we have and, to keep using them. And of course, use them to teach more people how to play the game. So this one is going to be a modified one. We do have a mythic here. That's our first mythic that we see. This is Kodama of the West Tree. Now, not all green cards, not all green packs are going to be the same synergies, and not all green cards are going to have the same card. So it's good to kind of see what we have with them. So modified Kodama of the West Tree. I think this one has a little bit of value as well. It is a mythic, so it's always good to see like what we have. Oh, there's one of the first ones that also has a colorless card in there. So they're not just going to have the same green creatures in there. We're going to have some colorless effects as well, which is really cool. Orochi, the Merge Keeper. Seen that one a couple of times. Snakeskin Veil, very good card, usable as well. Some of these are going to have things like, oh, you have 2. Yeah, see, we have a different land here because of the colorless card. So this one actually gives us colorless land, even though we technically don't need it since it doesn't need just colors. It could be any lands. It's always good to have different lands for different uses. And that, again, could bring a discussion up for people who are new to the game. They're like, what is that and why is that one a specific color from the other ones? And that's when you explain to them, if you want to, hey, this is what this means. Or you can be like, you know what, for now, just know that it makes colorless mana. You can use it for like the one that has like the number and a gray circle around it, and then just use green for this. And then you could discuss it later. Or if you want to deep dive into it right away, that person that you're teaching does that way. So it's a good way to kind of explain different parts of the game, or to be like, well, just know that it works this way. But for now, let's just keep playing the game, and as we play more and as it arises, I'll bring it up again and we'll have a discussion about it. So very, very fun way to play the game, and of course, very, very fun way for those who have already, know the game of Magic. Buy 2 Jumpstart Packs, hoping to get some quote unquote value out of them, and then if anything, just play in between breaks, play in between actual, you know, matches that they have or anything like that, and just see how well you guys can fare up against each other. This is a Wizards synergy. We have Naban and then Dean of Iteration, Aether Channeler. So some of them do have double rares, as we can see here, Starlight Snare, and then some of them are similar as well, like the enchantment aura that we see here as other ones as well. Minor Opportunity. I was like, whoa, the third eye, Shipwreck, and then the rest are the islands there in the back. So pretty cool. We have the Wizard synergy here. All right. After this, we're going to be going through the rest of the packs and seeing what we have, and of course, seeing if there's any value here. We have the Ghastly synergy. Looks like a vampire there at the front. And we have Reaper from the Abyss Mythic coming out. This one has Morbid. Really, really cool. Morbid, if you don't know, that is at the beginning of each end step. If a creature died this turn, destroy target non-demon creature. So Morbid is usually when something died, trigger. This one, it triggers at the end if a creature died this turn. So very cool. Reaper from the Abyss, Wriggling Grub, Ozox the Clattering King. That art is really nice. Deadly Dispute. We've seen that one in different versions already. Blood Beckoning. I really like the art on a lot of these cards though. Bone Clad Necromancer, Ross Hopper, Falkenrath Noble, Morbid Opportunist, Morkreth Behemoth, Murder, destroy target creature instant, Tragic Slip. It's really funny. The Morbid trigger on that one is also really good. -13, -13. Really, really good. Putting those together as well. All right. So again, I really like, picking up Jumpstart Packs, putting them together, playing with friends, and anything, it's fun to see like what they have. As we can see, like these also have different arts for some of the cards. Like Murder, an example there, had different art from the ones that I'm used to seeing, and sometimes they have exclusive art, which is really, really cool. So if you're looking for those cards, you know where to find them. You can look for the singles with just that art, but if anything, you just know that there's new art for it as well. Narrative, Devious Diver rare, and then we have Cackling Counterpart rare. So far, we do see like every other pack here. Deep Analysis has a double rare pack, so I guess some of the jump starts do have 2 rares. Now, that doesn't mean that the power level is too crazy. It just means that those specific ones have 2 rares, so not bad. This is the Drowned synergy. So at least every other pack we've seen so far, if you know what you open, has had 2 rares. Which again, if you're buying 2 packs each, it does mean that at least one of your packs will have a double rare so far. Now, that might be anecdotally, it might not happen for every single one. Now, this is a dinner synergy. This is really funny. It's going to be related on the food token. But look at the gingerbread man ready to go to combat. Holy hell here. We have Herska, Sweet Tooth, beautiful rare. This is just fantastic art on this one. It's a bear here. Syrian Symbiote. Bite Down, one of my favorite cards to use in green. I really like that card. Giant Opportunity. Now, this is fantastic art with Jack and the Beanstalk. You may sacrifice 2 foods if you do create a 7/7 green giant creature token. Otherwise, create 3 food tokens. So you sacrifice 2, you get 3 food tokens, or you make a 7/7 green giant creature token. That's so funny. Giant Opportunist. Insatiable Appetite. Fairleaf Rider. Orchard Strider. Card is Provisioner. Tough Cookie, there we go. And as you notice, a lot of the main like art in the front is also featured on one of the cards inside as well, which is really, really cool. Trail of Crumbs, Ginger Brute, and then we have the Thriving Grove and the rest of the forest. Really, really fun to see like what the synergies are in this one. Really, really good. I don't know, like some of the art on this is really cool. Like I didn't expect to see like completely like new art in all this, but this is one of the reasons why I wanted to dive in, see what we have in the Jumpstart packs, and of course teach everybody, you know, or show everybody who's looking to see what the Jumpstart packs have, exactly what they have. So again, each actual one is going to be different. As you can see here, we do have Drowned, which we've had before, and we're going to see the same, well, actually not the same ones, because the other one had the 2 rares in the Cackling and the Near Dive, or Near Dive. This one is only going to have the 1 rare in the Near Dive Devious Diver or Nerdive Devious Diver, but a lot of the same other cards. So as you can see, not everyone, even if they have the same one, are going to have, you know, 2 rares, but this one does have a different land in it from the Ibnu, Rivulet, and then the Thriving Isle. So very, very cool to see that even though it's the same synergy and the same rare, it doesn't have both same rares. It could just be like an extra land that it has, or it has something else to cover for the fact that it doesn't have the other rare in there. But hey, something I learned as well from right now. But yeah, one of the things that you hope when you do get a box is that you don't get a lot of the same synergies. Obviously, you want the diversity and the different synergies in there in order to play more different types of decks together that you can put together. Of course, gives you more choices for the cube as well. Nice. We have Armed in white. We have Stonehaven Outfitter, and then Faithful Pikemaster, Danitha, Capuchin Paragon. Plate Armor is actually a really cool card. Ancestral Blade, Divine Arrow, Fencing Ace. Like the Way, Pacifism, Driving Heath, and then the Plains. Very cool. And as you can see, this is the first synergy with Plains. So yeah, we've gotten almost a little bit of everything. We've got in green, we've got in red, we've got in black, blue, and of course now Plains. So yeah, I think we've hit all the colors already within the first few packs, which is really good. We've only gotten one that was the same, but it wasn't the same card since it had different rares. So let's see what this next one has. Wizard. So we've had a Wizards one before, and again, Nabon, Dean, and then Starlight Snare. So yeah, as you can see, some of these are going to be the same. So what I'm going to start doing for the next ones is to see, hey, what the cover art is for the pack, and if it's the same, I might keep it alone. I might not open it. So we do have a different one. So this is Healers. So it's not one we've seen before. So we're going to get and open it to see what's inside. But if it is the same ones, we're going to try to keep them sealed for now. But the Healers has the Felidar Sovereign Mythic. And then we have the Rocks Faith Mender Rare. Hinterland Sanctifier. Koala, a Johnny's Pride Mate. Angel of Vitality. Ooh, nice angel in here. Battlefield Promotion. Brightmare. Divine Arrow. Fate's Fetters. Mesa Unicorn. Revitalize. Thriving Heath. And then the Plains. Very cool. And I really like that we see some mythics as well coming out within these packs. It's always good to see like the different rarities and the chance you can hit like some of the mythics here. Well, all right. So again, we see a bloody one. We're gonna open this to see if it's exactly like the other one, or if we're gonna get a little bit of difference. But most of that afterwards is gonna stay the same. So we have, we have this one different here on Angie's Ravager. Evora, is that the same as we saw the other one? I don't think so. But we do have some different ones. Yeah, because a lot of them. Blood Petal, Falcon Rest, Flame Bless. Yeah, because the other one had like double. Oh, this one has a Voldaren Epicure, which is really good in Pauper as well. So actually, yeah, they're a little bit different. They're not exactly the same. I thought they would have been exactly the same, but even within the same synergies, they have a little bit of difference within the cards. That one still revolved around blood tokens, but it didn't have as many blood named cards. Ooh, vampires. And it didn't have like this one had Devil Darn Epicure, which still creates blood tokens. So the synergy around blood tokens is still very much alive in that pack. So this is vampires. And we have Crossway Troublemakers. And then Sanctum Seeker. Scourge of the Undercity. Czar the Velvet Fang. Alchemist Gift. Bleed Dry. Blood Fountain. Definitely creates a blood token. Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Creeping Bloodsucker. Gluttonous Guest. Again, that is the cover art that we saw. Urge to Feed. That's a lot of blood there. Vampire the Dire Moon. And then the land as well as the swamps. Very, very cool there. Very cool vampire synergy that we have We're getting a lot of different blood token synergies in these packs. Even though that one wasn't blood, that was still vampires with blood tokens. So as you can tell, blood tokens are very much used in this. So one of the things I don't see or that I haven't seen has been tokens provided. So obviously you can use the front part here as like a different token. You know, it can mean whatever you want it to mean, or you can pick up the tokens that you need yourself, specifically like blood tokens and all that. Luckily, because this is Foundation's product, a lot of the cards do show you what they mean. So like, hey, create a blood token, and then it shows you in parentheses, what does the blood token do? It's like you cast one and tap this, discard a card, and then you can draw another card and then sacrifice this, blah blah blah. So it does explain to you what it does, because it is a Foundation's product. So that is one of the good things about these products as well. Again, for newer people coming into the game, it does describe exactly what you're looking for. So if you're going to try to use something else as a token, you can be like, hey, this is what this is. And if you want to reflect or review what exactly the blood token is and how you can activate it, it will show you on the card itself, which is really neat. Dinosaur synergy. We have Galta, Primal Hunter. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control, and it has Trample. Starring Symbiote, Armor Kin Color, Colossal Dreadmaw, Trample. Everybody loves a Colossal Dreadmaw. Commune with Dinosaurs, Drover of the Mighty, Browsing Pteranodon, Giant Growth, Rampant Growth, Savage Stomp, Thrashing Brontodon, Thundering Spineback, and then a Thriving Grove plus the Forest. Very nice. I love a great Galta appearing here as well. Galta, Primal Hunter. Whew. Yeah, so far we've gotten different, like a lot of different synergies, which is really good. Some Jumpstart products, this is a copied one. Some Jumpstart products do have a lot of the same like repetition of the synergies. Luckily for us, this has all like been different synergies apart from a couple, so it's really nice to see copied. We have a Zada Hedron Grinder, Scholar of Combustion, Gutter Snipe, Kiln Fiend, Crimson Wisps, Cyclops Electromancer, Fire Prophecy. I actually like this art, really nice. Fist of Flame, that's really cool. Invigorated Rampage, Renegade Tactics, Spellgorger Weird. Oh, is that like a hand, like a face in there? Young Pyromancer, haven't seen this card in a little bit. And then Thriving Bluff as well as the lands. Very cool. Copied Synergy. I like it. We've gotten a couple mythics, a couple packs with double rares. We haven't seen a lot of double rare packs, but as you can see, some of them do have them. Oh, we have a Grave Robbers one here. So, you know, even synergy with the graveyard. That's pretty cool. I was definitely going to be bringing stuff back from the graveyard. And then, you know, you can find a way to discard a big creature and bring it back early. That'd be really nice. We have Gorix the Tomb Shell. So this one has a cast of 6 and 2 black. But as an additional cost to cast a spell, you may exile any number of creature cards from your graveyard. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled this way. So again, it's a way to lower the cost of this cast. It has Death Touch, and whenever Gorix the Tomb Shell attacks or dies, choose a card at random, exile with Gorix, and put that card into its owner's hand. So even though you're exiling the cards, you actually can bring them back to your hand just by attacking with Gorix. Now, attack means just going into the actual attack. That alone triggers that. It doesn't have to make damage. It doesn't have to survive. Just going to attack does that trigger. So really cool. Gorix the Tomb Shell. It's a big old tortoise there with the actual tomb in the back. Very cool. Zombie Turtle. Excuse me, it's a turtle, not a tortoise. Are the same thing? I'm not really sure. Revoke Demise. Eternal Taskmaster. Heal Gone Bad. Diagraph Scavenger. Eye Collector. Gorging Vulture. Brave Strength. Whoa. That's cool, crazy art. Brave Blade Marauder. Grave Digger. So when this enters, you may return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Again, bringing the stuff from discard or the graveyard back to your hand, or murdering somebody else's creature. Very cool. Murder, Wailing Ghoul. You mill stuff to bring it back, and then you have Thriving More with all the swamps. So again, you're seeing the synergies described at the front, and usually does pretty well when it comes to the descriptions. I like the two cards, like the one card a lot of people are looking at, like I believe, like I'm looking at now, it's like the Rev Tithe Extractor. I'm not sure what synergy it comes out in, but that one is like one of the most like high value cards in here. So hopefully we do hit it. We'll see. But if we don't, if you're looking at Jumpstarts and you do see the Rev, the extractor in anime art, you know you're looking at an actual really valuable card. Actually, this is really cool. It's the first time I've ever seen a Chaos Jumpstart from any of the Jumpstarts that I've ever seen. Usually they're just monocolored, so this is pretty cool. We have the rare Averna, the Chaos Bloom. Really nice. So it's green, blue, red. We have a rare Chromatic Lantern. So this one, you know, lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color, and then this one alone adds mana of any color. So it's very, very cool. Makes your lands all just usable for anything that you need. Different color lists so far. We have Charlotte's Outlander. Oh, Ash Barrens. Okay. Terramorphic Expanse. Firefall Instance. Druid of the Anima, which taps for red, green, or white. We have Bituminous Blast, 3 black and red solo Rakdos Cascade here. We have Blood Raid Elf, so it's a red and a green little Gruul action. Celestian action here with the Enlisted Worm, a 4 green and a white with Cascade. Wow, this also has Cascade on top of it. What is this Jumpstart? This is really cool. This one, of course, has the Wooburg, so it has all 5 colors: white, blue, black, red, and green. Fusion Elemental. It's an 8/8, but it's just a plain 8/8. But this does say, as the shards merge with the Maelstrom, their mana energies fuse into new monstrosities, almost like a Godzilla type creature, but you can see the different elements on there. Very cool. We have Violent Outburst. Wow. Wow, sorry, this is just fantastic. 1 red and a green, so this one has Cascade as well, and creatures you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Now, if you're somebody that's watching this and you're new to the game for the first time, you're like, what is Cascade? Why does he keep calling it out? Well, Cascade here described, again, Foundations does that really well for you. It says, when you cast this spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. So this one costs 1 red and a green, so you're looking at something that costs less than 3. So in this case, something that costs 2 or less. And you may cast it without paying its mana cost. So you find something that costs 2 or less, you can play it for free. Now let's look back at something like the Enlisted Worm, which is a 4 green and a white. That's a total cost of 6. If you find something that costs 6 or less, you can play that for free as well with Cascade. Now, put the exile cards at the bottom in random order. So anything you didn't cast goes back into your deck in the random order. At the bottom, they don't technically get exiled. It's just they're exiled for the purpose of resolving the card itself. And then once it's done, they come back from exile, and then you just put random order at the bottom. But really, really cool that Cascade is coming in here. This one is gonna be I want to see how this one plays out, because wow, Violent Outburst, really, really cool. Maelstrom Colossus with Cascade as well. What is this Jumpstart pack? I really want to try this one out. This is fun. And then we have Plain, Island, Swamp, Mountain, 2 mountains, and 2 forests. Wow, really, really cool. We did see a lot of 2 cards with Gruul, which is red and green, so it makes sense why we see the red and green there. Wow, I did not know that there was a Chaos Jumpstart pack, so it's really, really fun to see that. Obviously, this goes really well with like any other pack that you put with it together, based on the fact that you have Terramorphic Expanse, which you sack and elect for a basic land. You have Ash Barrens, which gives you colorless, and then you can also cycle for any land. And then we have colorless here in Shardless. Chromatic Lantern gives all your lands ability to tap for any color. And then, of course, you have the Averna, the Chaos Bloom. As you cascade, you may put a land card from among the exiled cards until the battlefield tap. So you put this out first, and then you play something that cascades, and while you're cascading, you put lands into there, and then you also trigger what else they're triggering off of. This pack is nuts. I don't know why I did not know this was there. So this is the first time I see it, and honestly, that just looks like fun. That I gotta try that out with someone. I'll just let them choose any other packs, and then I'll see how that plays with any other pack as well. We have Ghastly. I believe you've seen that already as well, but at this point, we're just opening them all up. It's fine. I'll separate them if they're exactly the same. That Chaos one just got me like really excited to play this one. We have Harvester of Souls. We see the same ones, but the different rare. Dross, Hopper. Falcon Wrath Noble, which is, of course, the featured art. Moan of the Unhallowed, Morbid Opportunist, Murder or Moida, Village Rites, Wake Dancer, and then Thriving More. Very cool. Harvester of Souls as a rare for this one. I spent so much time on that Chaos Jumpstart pack. I don't know, it was just fun. It was just fun to see that. Just the fact that it has so much Cascade on it is nuts. If somebody was new to Magic, I don't know how, like, letting them know that Cascade doesn't happen all the time would work out for you. Enchanted. We have the Eidolon of Astral Winds rare. Samila Miletian Poet. Banishing Light. Archon of Falling Stars. Captivating Unicorn. Chosen by Heliod. Dreadful Apathy. Favored of Iros. Flutter Fox. Glory Bearers. Indomitable Will. Spirited Companion. That's a good old boy. And then Thriving Heath and the Plains. Whoa, Enchantment Creatures. This is an enchanted synergy after all. Very cool. Down to the last 5 packs to see what we get. So I think so far the Kadama has been quote unquote like the highest value monetary wise, but that Chaos pack has just been a lot of fun to just open up. Again, I don't really know all the values off the top of my head. I'm looking at some of them here, but you'll see them in the edit as they come up. But for now, let's see what the other one is Zealots, Zealous Conscripts, Adept Vizier of Hezareth, and Crop Crasher, Battlefield Scavenger, Bloodlust Insider, Brute Strength, Emberhorn Minotaur, Cartouche of Zeal, Flame Blessed Bolt, Bling, Nerf Crop Entangler, Trial of Zeal, Desert of Fervent, Thriving Bluff, and then Mountains. Yeah, no, this is definitely like foundation so far with the synergies. First of all, so many crazy different synergies. The Chaos one, again, being one of my favorites so far. This is just a great way to make a great queue for people. A great way to carry stuff to just pick up and play. This is really fun. I can't wait to put this together. I like to keep mine specifically at work because a lot of like different coworkers will one time or another ask how does Magic work and how to play it, and then my first thing to do is just pull it out and be like, pick 2 colors and let's play. I'll teach you right then and there. No other setup required. Just get the 2 packs. They're already sleeved up and ready to go. Just shuffle them together, and then we'll see how it goes. We have Ne'er-do-wells, and we have Rev Time Extractor. So this is the highest valued cost in all of Jumpstarts for foundations. Not too crazy. It's about $35 for market value. Again, when you sell it, of course, it's not going to be for that much. You're going to sell it off for less if you do. But I, for one, have been ecstatic that we've gotten so many different actual synergies in this box, because some people have reported that they've seen a lot of the same duplication of synergies within it. But the fact that we've gotten so many, now we got the Rev Tithe Extractor, is really, really cool as far as quote unquote getting value back. So, but these are going to be put together and put to the side as a cube, so they're all going to be intact anyway. So Rev Tithe Extractor, Thieves Guild Enforcer. This is also a double rare Jumpstart. Really cool. Grim Bounty, Thieves Tools, Audacious Thief, Balustrade Spy, Blood Tithe Collector. Oh, I love this one. When Blood Tithe Collector enters, if an opponent lost life this turn, each opponent discards a card. Talk about the double penalty for them. They lost life and now they get to discard a card as well. This is why I like this card so much. Expedition Skulker, Bake Your Own Death, Foul Play, Mask Blackguard, Morbid Opportunist, Thriving More, and then the Swamp. So again, beautiful that we get to see the Rev, the Tithe Extractor, excuse me, Rev Tithe Extractor, and of course the anime art. Very, very cool. And it's a human legend rogue, putting that to the side as well. And we still got 3 more packs, and so far we've only gotten 2 duplicates, which also weren't exactly the same, which has been really, really good for this box and Jumpstart product overall. So I mean, this alone has let me know, like, hey dude, just put all these together already. We have a burning one, so it's different synergies all together. What a box. What a box. This is like a great cube on its own already. Like I don't have to do much work of trying to find the other packs already or put them together. We have Renua Fire Dancer, Fire Spitter Whelp, Hearts on Fire, Fathom Fleet Firebrand, Goblin Fire Slinger, Bloodfire Expert, Chandra Spitfire, Firebrand Archer, Flames of the Firebrand. Ooh, Jaya's Fire NATO. Wow, the art of this is sick. It's like really simple, but it pops like just the white of the fire and then the actual like red of the fire and tornado with like bodies is really, really cool art. Plague with Fire, really nice. Wildfire Elemental. Thriving Bluff with the Mountains. Very cool. Man, I'm so happy that we got like almost like all different synergies. That's like one of the craziest things and hardest things to see. So I love that. Again, this goes back. I put them in burger tokens. I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that, but I'll put the ones that I buy in the description so you guys can see which ones are the ones that I think are perfect for this. They fit these perfectly sleeved up already. And again, whether you want to put like something in the front of the actual sleeve, little dots so you can then put them back together, or some way to mark them, it kind of makes it harder to really shuffle. But people have found different ways to do so. I just tend to tell people again to just choose 2 different colors and we play that. That way it's a lot easier to separate without having to worry about too much about marking the sleeves. But this is Angel Synergy, really cool. We have Giada, Font of Hope. Oh, this is beautiful art on this Giada as well. Oh, I know people like this one. This is fantastic art. I love this art. I actually wouldn't mind this one in foil. That'd be crazy. Faithful Pike Master. Starnheim Memento. Celestial Enforcer. Destroy Evil. Herald of the Sun. Oh, a lot of great angels here. Inspiring Overseer. Light of Hope. Pacifism. Sierra Angel. Youthful Valkyrie. Secluded Step. Thriving Heath. And then, of course, the Plains. Very cool. We got the Angel Energy Synergy as well with the Giada in the front with beautiful art. I love that. I'll take that for sure. And then this is the last pack. Again, I hope you've all enjoyed this look through the Foundation's Jumpstart Booster box. If you have, of course, this is the dinosaur one. So it's the third one that we've had the same. So out of this whole box, we've only gotten 3. But as I was saying before, if you enjoyed this video so far, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification to be notified of all the videos as they come out on this channel. There's been a lot of booster box openings. We're going to continue that. We're trying to implement more and more IRL stuff or like real life stuff into here with little weekly vlogs, maybe bi-weekly or monthly. And we're going to be doing more streaming as well, putting that up on the channel on the live section. And then if we have any great leagues, putting that for you all as well. So you don't want to miss out on those. But let's see what this last dinosaur one has. Not different from the other ones, but maybe it has something else from other than the Galta rare. No, still the Galta Primal Hunter. And but this has Topiary Stomper double rare. Very, very nice. So it is a little different with the second rare. And yeah, Throbbing Grove with the Forest. So we have the Galta here. Very, very nice. Wow. Fantastic Jumpstart booster box. Honestly, has a cube all together already for me. Now, if you're looking for specific cards within the Jumpstart packs and you don't want to be opening up packs and trying to find exactly what you need, maybe you're trying to pick up that Breb Tithe Extractor for yourself, you can use my affiliate link down below to tcgplayer.com. That's your one-stop shop to pick up all your singled or sealed products as you need them. Of course, first and foremost, check your LGSs, see what they have in store, but if they don't have it available for you, you can use that link to go to TCG Player, support this channel by using the link, and then pick up exactly what you need from tcgplayer.com. They have everything that you need from all the TCGs, whether it's Lorcana, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, of course, One Piece, or any other TCG you're looking for. That is your one-stop shop. They get all really simple to put in a cart together. You can hit the optimize button, optimize it together for you, and then it gets delivered to your home whenever you need it. Again, thank you so much for watching the video with me. I hope you had a lot of fun looking at this booster box for Jumpstart Foundations and Jumpstart. And if you're new to the game and you stuck this long to the video, first of all, welcome to Magic the Gathering. We're very, very glad to have you, whether you're playing anything Constructor, you're jumping into Commander with all your friends, or you just want to check out what Jumpstart has. I hope you've enjoyed this breakdown. I hope you you know, you figured out exactly what you're looking for. Now, if you have any questions, of course, leave it down in the comments below. Of course, comment down below, how did you enjoy this booster box opening? Is there anything you're looking for yourself within the Jumpstart product? And how would you set up this cube for your friends? Let us all know down in the comments below. And as always, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good morning, good afternoon, or a good evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, don't forget, like button, subscribe, that bell notification notifies you of all the videos as they come out. And of course, it'll be my pleasure to see you all much back later. And take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of the year. Peace.